business risk. Now, what is business risk? It is the possibility of inadequate profits or even losses due to any kind of uncertainties or due to any unexpected events. Now, what is the meaning? The meaning is that the business always wants to earn profit. It is set up only with the objective of profit earning, isn't it? But there are certain risks in the sense certain events, if which happen, they will result in inadequate profit or will result in losses also. So the business has that possibility also. It's not that the business will always earn profit only. There are possibilities where the business may not earn profit, and that happens due to this business risk. Clear? Now, what is the example given? The demand for a particular product may decline due to the change in taste, preferences of the consumer, or increase in competition, right? Now, what is the meaning? It means that suppose I was producing a particular type of product in the market, okay? After that, what happened? All of a sudden, the preferences of the consumers changed and the consumers are no longer willing to purchase that particular product. So what will happen? The demand for that product will fall, isn't it? Now, as the demand will fall, will I be able to earn the same amount of profit that I was earning long back? No. That is the example of business risk. It is the possibility of losses or inadequate profit due to happening of an unexpected event. Did I ever think that the demand for my product will fall and the consumers or the customers will be no longer wanting to purchase my product? Did I ever think? No, that was an unexpected event for me. Okay, so any fall in profit or any losses due to any unexpected event, that is called as the business risk. Now, the business risk can be divided into two types. What are the two types? Number one, speculative risk, and number two is the pure risk. Now, what happens in speculative risk? There is a possibility of a loss as well as a profit. Okay, suppose I have 10 rupees in my pocket. So profit means, suppose profit of 2 rupees means I can get 12 also, and loss of 2 rupees means I can get 8 also. Means from 10 I can shift to 12 if I get a profit, and from 10 I can move back to 8 if I have a loss. So this will happen in case of speculative risk. But what will happen in case of pure risk? See, either loss or no loss. Means from 10 there can be loss, means I can move to 8, or there can be no loss, means I will be there at the same position of 10. There will be no profit, but I will be on the same position, or I can move down. When will that happen? That will happen in case of pure risk. Pure risks means either loss or no loss. And what is speculative risk? Profit or loss, right? See, from 10 I can go to 12 and I can move down to 8. This will happen in speculative. But in pure risks, what will happen? This 12 portion will go away. Either I can have a complete loss or I will be in the same position. Clear? I hope this would be clear to you. Moving to the next topic, that is nature of business risk. Nature means the features, or you can say the characteristics, isn't it? So let's move to the first one. What is the first nature saying? They arise due to uncertainties. Of course, business risks arise due to uncertainties. We don't know what will happen in future. We do not have any idea. We do not have any information. And as because of that uncertainty, there results a business risk. Example, natural calamities. Do we have idea that tomorrow the flood will come or day after tomorrow there will be an earthquake? No, there is a lack of knowledge. Change in demand and prices. Do we know that when the demand of the customers will increase or when the demand of the customers will change. Do we know this? No. So lack of information or lack of ideas about certain things results in arising of business risks. Clear? Next point. Risk is an essential part of every business. Now, why is an essential part? Because if there is profit, there will be losses also. Keep in mind, it is not always possible for a business to earn only profits and profits and profits. You cannot avoid the risk, okay? Risk will be there. You can minimize the risk. You can lower the quantity of the risk that you are supposed to face. But you cannot totally avoid it, right? It is a very essential part of every business. Now, what is the example for this? Suppose there is a change in the demand of the customers. The customers now no longer demand a particular type of product. Definitely, I will be facing loss. To overcome that loss, what can I do? I can start with the production of those types of goods which are preferred by the customers. But does that mean that I will be able to avoid my risks completely? No, there may be time when the customers do not like even the second type of product, isn't it? So I can minimize my loss, I can minimize my risk, but I cannot totally avoid it. Clear? Next one. Risk depends upon the nature and size of business. What does that mean? If we are in a small scale business, then the risk will be lower. If we are in a large scale organization, we will have a higher risk. So the degree depends upon the nature and size of the business. Clear? And the last one is profit is the reward for taking risk. Now tell me that why does a businessman earn profit, or how does they earn profit? They earn profit because they are taking some risks in the market. It's a well-known proverb, no risk, no gain. The larger you take the risk, the larger you earn the profit. So an entrepreneur or a businessman, they all take risk with the expectation that they might earn profit. So when we take risk, we get the profit as a reward. Let's see what's written. The business gets profit as a return for taking risk. Greater the risk, higher is the chance for profit. Suppose, I'll explain you this with an example. Suppose in the market, no one has ever thought of making, suppose, flying cars. Take for example, no one in the market has ever thought of making flying cars. What did I do? I am a company, I manufacture cars. I think that why should I not start manufacturing flying cars? Definitely that's a risky decision. It may be that my idea gets flopped totally. No one prefers to buy flying cars. They will say, why won't I go in a flight, go in an aeroplane rather than purchasing flying cars? Could be. So I have an idea, and in order to make that idea into reality, I have to face certain risk. So I take a risk. What do? I start the manufacture of flying cars. I have taken the risk. Okay. Why? Because I think that till now no one or none of my competitors have taken this risk. If I take this risk and if it succeeds, I may be able to earn lots and lots of profit. So by this example, what did you get to understand? We get to understand that the bigger risk we take, the higher is the chance for earning profit. Isn't it? Could be the idea is totally flopped. No one is purchasing the flying cars. Okay, I'll bear a loss. But if the idea is a hit and there is a boom in the market, everyone is wanting to have flying cars and my business goes from here to there, isn't it? So profit is the reward for taking risk. The more I take risk, the higher is the chance of profit, right? So that is all for today. We'll meet you in the next video. Thank you.